Whispers of the Wind, a tale of redemption. The night I first saw her, I knew she would change everything. I was at a crossroads, a tangle of emotions and missed opportunities. The music that once flowed through my veins now felt like a distant echo, overshadowed by a fog of despair. I'd become one of those people you hear about, lost, wandering aimlessly in a city that no longer felt like home. As I stumbled down the cracked sidewalk, the chill of autumn seeped through my jacket, mixing with the whiskey swirling in my stomach. The bars had closed and the streets were eerily quiet, save for the whisper of the wind and my unsteady footsteps echoing in the stillness. I barely registered the streetlights flickering overhead, casting distorted shadows on the wet pavement. It was the kind of night that felt like it had secrets to share, but I was too absorbed in my own sorrow to notice. I turned the corner intending to head home, when a sudden electric charge coursed through the air, making the hairs on my arms stand on end. I paused, sensing something in the atmosphere, a presence that both frightened and intrigued me. Underneath the harsh glow of a street lamp, I saw her, a slender figure, ethereal and striking, with hair as dark as the midnight sky. She stood there, seemingly untouched by the cold, an enigma wrapped in a soft glow. I squinted, unsure if my mind was playing tricks on me. "Are you all right?" I asked, my voice wavering slightly. She tilted her head, the moonlight casting an otherworldly aura around her. "I'm looking for something, someone," she replied, her voice melodic as if carried on the breeze. I felt a strange pull toward her, a magnetic force that defied logic. "What do you mean? Are you lost?" Her laughter danced on the wind, a sound that sent shivers down my spine. "Not lost, just wandering," she said. "My name is Lyra. I've been waiting for you." "Waiting for me?" I echoed, my heart racing. "Why?" "I've watched you, through the seasons, through the pain and the heartache." Her gaze pierced through me, an intensity that made my breath hitch. "You're more than you believe yourself to be." The wind picked up, swirling around us, and for a moment the world fell away. I couldn't tear my eyes from her. "You're not making sense," I stammered, trying to process the surreal encounter. "I know you feel trapped, suffocated by your own choices," Lyra said softly, stepping closer. "But you have the power to break free. You just need to remember." My defenses began to crumble as I studied her. Her presence felt familiar, like a half-remembered dream. "What do you want from me?" I demanded, but my voice lacked conviction. "I want to help you, to remind you of the light within you," she said, reaching out to touch my hand. Her fingers sent a surge of warmth through my skin, a gentle reminder of what I had lost. As she held my gaze, flashes of my past surged in. A childhood filled with laughter and music, a love for life that had slowly faded away. "I don't even know who I am anymore," I admitted, tears welling in my eyes. "I'm just broken." Lyra's expression softened, her eyes filled with compassion. "We all have pieces of ourselves that feel lost. But the wind whispers to me, telling me you're ready to find them again." "I've made so many mistakes," I said, choking on my words. "I don't think I can forgive myself." "Forgiveness isn't about forgetting, it's about acceptance," she replied, her voice steady. "You've been holding on to the past like a weight around your neck. Let it go, and you will soar." Her words wrapped around me like a warm embrace, igniting a flicker of hope in my heart. "But how? How do I let go?" "By embracing who you are and allowing yourself to feel," she said, her grip tightening slightly. "You have to face your demons, but you don't have to do it alone. I'll be with you." "Why?" I asked, my heart racing. "Why would you care about me?" "Because you're not just a stranger to me, Avery. You are a part of the wind, a beautiful melody that has yet to be played. I felt your pain and your joy. I want to help you find your song again." I stared at her, the truth of her words resonating deep within me. In that moment, I realized she was not just a figment of my imagination, but a beacon of light guiding me out of darkness. I don't want to be broken anymore, I whispered, my voice trembling. Lyra stepped closer, her presence enveloping me in warmth. Then let me help you heal. Together, we can reclaim what you've lost. Together, we can rediscover the magic of life. I nodded, tears streaming down my cheeks as the walls I had built around my heart began to crumble. With her by my side, I felt a flicker of courage igniting within me, a desire to embrace the unknown and break free from the chains of my past. As we stood together in the quiet night, the wind began to swirl around us, whispering promises of hope and renewal. I took a deep breath, letting the cool air fill my lungs, and felt a sense of clarity wash over me. I'm ready, I said, my voice steadier now. I'm ready to find my way back. And as Lyra smiled, her eyes shimmering like stars, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. The journey ahead would be challenging, but together, we would navigate the winds of change, guiding each other toward a brighter tomorrow. With her hand in mine, we stepped into the night, ready to reclaim the pieces of my soul and create a new melody, one filled with love, light, and the promise of a future worth fighting for. As we stepped into the night, the world around us felt alive, electric with possibility. The chill in the air no longer stung. Instead, it wrapped around us like a protective cloak. With every step I took beside Lyra, the burdens of my past seemed to lighten, floating away like autumn leaves caught in the breeze. We wandered aimlessly through the quiet streets, our laughter mingling with the soft rustle of leaves. I felt alive, each breath a testament to my determination to change. Lyra spoke of the beauty hidden in the mundane, of how every gust of wind carried stories waiting to be told. I found myself hanging on to her every word, the way she articulated the world, making even the darkest corners shine with hope. Tell me about your dreams, she prompted, her eyes sparkling like the stars above. I paused, searching for the answer. I used to want to be a musician, I admitted, the words spilling out before I could stop them. I had songs in my heart, but I let fear and self-doubt drown them out. Lyra smiled encouragingly. What happened to those songs? Are they gone? I shook my head. No, they're still there. I didn't believe in myself enough to let them out. Then let's start with one, she urged, her voice a gentle nudge. Sing for me. I laughed, a sound that felt foreign but exhilarating. Right here? In the middle of the street? Why not? She encouraged, stepping back with a playful twirl, as if daring me to take the leap. It's just us and the wind. No one else matters. My heart raced as I hesitated, but her confidence sparked a flicker of courage within me. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes, letting the memories of melodies flood my mind. The warmth of her gaze gave me strength, and I began to hum softly, the notes slowly weaving together. As I sang, I felt a shift in the atmosphere. The wind picked up, swirling around us, carrying my voice into the night. With each word, I shed the layers of self-doubt, allowing my heart to express what had long been silenced. Lyra swayed beside me, her presence a steady rhythm, an anchor in the storm of emotions. When I finished, silence enveloped us, the world holding its breath. I opened my eyes, surprised at the tears streaming down my cheeks. I can't believe I actually did that, I said, my voice shaky with disbelief. Lyra stepped forward, her expression filled with pride. You did more than that, Avery. You opened a door to your soul. Your music deserves to be heard. I felt a sense of vulnerability wash over me, but it was accompanied by an overwhelming wave of freedom. What if it's not good enough? I whispered, the fear creeping back in. Good enough for whom? Lyra asked, tilting her head. Art isn't about perfection. It's about expression. It's about feeling alive. And you just did that. Her words resonated deep within me, pushing against the walls I had built for so long. I realized that I had been waiting for permission to be who I was. An artist, a dreamer, a lover of life. We continued walking, my mind racing with possibilities. What if I tried to perform again? I asked, the thought exhilarating and terrifying all at once. I haven't played in years. Then let's find an open mic, she suggested with a grin. You have a voice that needs to be shared. You can't keep hiding away from the world. The idea sent a thrill through me, but a shadow of doubt lingered. But what if I fail? I asked, biting my lip. Lyra stopped, turning to face me, her expression serious. What if you fly? What if you discover a joy you've forgotten? She took my hands in hers, and I felt that warm energy pulsing between us. You have the power to create your own reality, Avery. Don't let fear dictate your life any longer. As I looked into her eyes, I felt a deep connection, a bond forged from understanding and acceptance. Okay, I whispered, my heart racing. Let's do it. Lyra beamed, her enthusiasm infectious. Tomorrow night we'll find a place and you'll share your story. It's time to reclaim your voice. The night seemed to hum with energy as we walked, my spirit buoyed by the possibilities. Lyra's presence was like a lighthouse guiding me through the fog, illuminating the path ahead. When we finally reached my apartment, I turned to her, a mix of gratitude and disbelief swirling within me. You've changed everything, I said, my voice trembling with emotion. I don't know how to thank you. She smiled, her eyes warm and inviting. You've always had the power within you, Avery. I merely helped you see it. But this is just the beginning. You're going to embark on a beautiful journey, one filled with challenges and triumphs. Embrace it. With that, Lyra leaned closer, brushing her lips against my cheek in a gentle kiss. The warmth of her touch sent butterflies fluttering in my stomach, awakening something inside me I hadn't realized was dormant. I'll be with you every step of the way, she promised, her breath a soft whisper against my skin. As I stood in the doorway watching her retreat into the night, I felt a new sense of purpose welling within me. The road ahead would not be easy, but I was ready to face it. I would reclaim my music, my voice, and my heart. With Lyra by my side, I felt invincible. The whispers of the wind had finally guided me home, and now the melody of my life was ready to unfold.